So hi, this is part 4 of lymphatic drainage. So again, if you've gone through parts 1, 2, and 3 and haven't had any adverse effects or severe detoxes, you can move on to part 4. Part 4 is all about the head and the neck. So it's going to be the same 4 strokes of the light, the little bit deeper tapping, pulling down, and then little figure 8s. It's going to be the same thing, but we're just going to be focusing on different spots of the head. So we're going to start above the collarbone again on the left side, and we're just going to brush lightly again for 5 seconds, a little bit faster and harder for another 5 seconds. Then we're going to tap 5 times. After that, we're going to pull down 3 times, so 3 pulls. And then we're going to do our little figure 8s. Move to the next side. Brush lightly, 5 seconds, a little bit faster, a little bit deeper, 5 seconds, tap 5 times, 3 pulls, and then little figure 8s. Go up to the neck, nice and light, a little bit faster and harder, tap, pull down 3 times. This one usually feels pretty good, at least for me. And little figure 8s. Same thing on the other side. Brush nice and light, a little bit faster and harder. Then you're going to tap, pull down 3 times. And then you're going to do your little figure 8s. Then we're going to move to the jaw. So we have 2 parts to the jaw. There's underneath the jaw, and then there's the side part of the jaw. So we're going to start with under the jaw first. Brushing lightly, a little bit faster and harder. Tap. From there, we're going to pull down. Okay, 3 pulls. And then do your little figure 8s. Same thing on the other side. Go above the jaw. Good, and little figure 8s. Same thing on the other side. 5 seconds, nice and light. 5 seconds, a little bit harder, a little bit deeper. Tap, pull down 3 times. Basically going from my cheekbone to right underneath my jaw. And then little figure 8s. Then we move to the nose. So same thing, nice and light, a little bit faster, a little bit deeper, tap. With the nose, we're going to pull and then down 3 times. And then we're going to do our little figure 8s. If you're getting up to these areas and your fingers are just too fat and too big, you can always use a toothbrush. So if you were using the toothbrush, it would be the bristle side, doing this, and then a little faster and harder. When you get to the tapping, you'll turn the brush around so that you have the thicker part. You'll tap 5 times, make sure you don't hit your eyeball, and then take your brush, not the bristle side, but the other side. Pull 3 times, and then you can do your little infinity loops. Okay, that's another alternative too. From the nose, we go to the temple. So our temple is right about here, you know, where everyone gets our headache. So same thing, brush a little bit faster, tap. With this, you're going to pull down right to the cheekbone. So you'll pull 3 times and then do a couple little infinity circles or figure eights, however you look at it. Same thing on the other side. Pulling down on my cheekbone. Again, you can use a toothbrush for this. And then little infinity circles. Then we're going to go behind the ear where that bone is that sticks out, called our mastoid process. That's usually where a lot of people get gunkered up. So same thing, brush nice and light. A little bit faster and harder for 5 seconds. Tap. From there, you're just going to pull down 3 pulls into the neck. And then little infinities or figure eights, however you like to think. Same thing on the other side. Brush, a little bit faster, harder. 5 taps, pull down. And then little figure eights. Last but not least is behind our neck, the occipital bone. So hopefully I can show you here. We're gonna brush a little bit harder, tap, and then we're pulling down into the front. And then you'll do your little figure eights. Same thing on the other side. Faster, harder, tap, pull, and then little figure eights. All right, so that's part 4. Part 5 is basically full body protocol for, I used a lymphatic brush. So that is actually on my YouTube channel, and is actually a course that I put together for full body dry brushing, which is found at my website. You can go to the online courses and purchase that. You can have that forever. It's a little guide for you. You'll learn how to do it the right way, learn what kind of brush to buy. So hope you've enjoyed this. I have one more protocol to add, and that will be some organ or some visceral resets.